Are you happy in your business? Now, I have had my share of emotional ups and downs in my 20 years of being a solo entrepreneur coach, and the patterns I've seen in myself and in my clients is that those downs are usually when I was personally feeling unfulfilled. Sometimes it was because a launch that flopped, and sometimes it was just life and had nothing to do with business. But those ups, oh boy, those are the times when I was feeling my most authentic and completely aligned to my purpose, or when I just felt like I was rocking that work-life balance. I would be thinking I could do this all day long and never feel tired. One of my loves is sharing what works for me and what has been working for my clients to achieve this very feeling, full of passion, happiness, peace, and freedom. So I decided to create a private podcast for coaches. Maybe you just want to develop better communication skills that boosts engagement, leads to better results, and makes you feel like you're actually making a difference in the lives of the people you serve. Then you're invited too. We talk about this and more in the UBU private podcast for coaches. Whether you're a mentor, a parent, or run a client-focused business, coaching skills benefit everyone and anyone who wants to communicate in a way that builds relationships. Fall in love with your life and business again. Click the link in the show notes for your invitation to join us right now. Then come back and enjoy this episode. There are two things that are missing from your business. You need more of your personality in that boring web page or your non-existent social media presence. And today's topic, a mother funnel. And I bet you thought I just cussed. Hey, difference maker, welcome back. I cannot believe we are in season 4 of the podcast. I mean, like, what? This has been such a fun season to record. We've been live streaming it in the Unbox Your Personality Facebook group with some personality experts. And then we just keep the record button on afterward, and we get to capture some really fun after party mayhem, which of course is going to be included right here on the podcast. Now, this season is for you if you love learning about personality, but you're really busy. So for every 20-minute conversation, these mini trainings that I have with a personality expert, I'm going to be following up with what I call bite-sized deep dives, where I'm comparing each personality tool to the Enneagram, how they're similar, how they're different, what my personal opinion is on which is better. And spoiler alert, I don't necessarily believe that one system is better than the other, but different personalities are going to gravitate toward one tool versus the other or more. And that is why I'm excited about this season. Also, if you're a coach or an educator wanting to start or streamline your online business, be sure to go ahead and hit subscribe. Now, later in this episode, I'm going to share about the most important funnel that every business must have if you want your online business to flow and feel effortless and be more efficient. And of course, as always, you're going to especially love this season if you are a psychology nerd or a philosophical nerd, and you need a network of business owners just like you that you can geek out with. All during season 4, we are going to be looking at different personality profile systems like DISC and human design, chakras, and the such. Pick one to be your favorite or use them all. It doesn't really matter which system you use as long as you are unboxing yourself and getting more and more connected to who you are at your core and who you are designed to be. But today in this episode, I want to discuss with you the most important thing that is probably missing from your business. So stick around and let's unbox this mother funnel of funnels. It's time to stop comparing yourself to others and plug into what is uniquely you. Welcome to Unbox Your Personality, the podcast for coaches, creatives, and educators like you who understand that your happiness makes you more effective in what you do, bringing out the best in others. I'm Jen P. Higgins, personality strategist and Enneagram fluff remover. Get laser focused on who you are and who you aren't So you're free to make the impact you were born to make and have fun doing it. Your personality is your business. So let's get down to business. It's Halloween weekend here, and it made me think about when my kids were little. We would take them to this event at a local park. It was called Freaky Friday. And I love this event for several reasons. Number one, the hills in our neighborhood are ridiculous. And usually I would end up carrying a kid and carrying their candy haul uphill both ways. And you can't tell on a podcast and you not on the video either, but I am only 5 feet tall, rounding up. So carrying kids with gangly arms and legs that are dead weight uphill both ways is not my idea of a fun evening. So when we saw these flyers and signs for a much flatter experience, I was immediately drawn in. The other thing I loved about this event is that it wasn't too overwhelming. I have sensory challenged children, and sometimes being in the dark, not being able to see, having the flashing neon lights for visibility, that can be very overwhelming for someone who has sensory challenges. And companies would set up tables, or sponsors would set up booths along the greenway in the park, and children basically were herded through this maze of vendors and got candy and coupons, trinkets and whatnots. And so I love the event because it was supporting local business owners. Now, just to kind of give you an idea, it was kind of like a maze, but there was a clear path to move along. Then, of course, there was a clear end that signaled that the kids had exhausted all of their Freaky Friday opportunities that they were being offered, and it was time to go home and enjoy the fruits of their labor. Maybe you already see the analogy I'm drawing here. This is like a business funnel. There was an invitation to attend the event. We accepted the invitation because it solved a problem. I no longer had overstimulation from trick-or-treating at night, and I didn't necessarily need calves and steel. Not my favorite workout. And there was a clear and engaging sequence of touch points along the path. And then finally, when we left, we still had opportunities to reconnect with the vendors through the merch they were giving out or their coupons. Now, some people freak out, like I have a scream mask on whenever I say the word funnel, like it's an F-bomb. And if that describes you, it could be because you don't know exactly what a funnel is. Think about the funnels that are in your kitchen. When you're trying to pour water from one bottle to another bottle, and you don't have a funnel, you have to pay a lot more attention to monitor it and make sure your hands are steady and the stream is narrow enough so that you have more control over transferring water from one bottle to the other. And that can take forever, right? But when you have a funnel, it takes a lot of that pressure off of you to be so perfect and to be so precise or exact. You have less fear that you're going to spill and make a mess and risk having to start all over again. Why? Because you have a funnel that you can rely on. So in business, a funnel is simply a tool to help you guide larger amounts of water, or in our case, leads, to their final destination. And to do that faster, to do it easier, and with more predictability and less risk. So why have you been ignoring this? What good is a lead magnet if you don't know where you're leading them to? Well, Jen, I'm leading them to my email list. Oh, that's great. Your email list, the one that you're neglecting, or the one that unsubscribes as soon as they download your freebie? You see, that lead generation funnel is just one funnel. You also have a course funnel. You also have a group coaching program funnel. You have a book funnel if you're writing a book, a webinar funnel. Next thing you know, your business is a hodgepodge of funnels if you don't know exactly where they're going. That would be like unleashing thousands of kids onto the Freaky Friday vendors without roping off the greenway or without clear enter here signs. They just go to whatever table they want to go to, whenever they want to go to, and they're high on candy. It would be pure chaos. That is why you need a mother funnel. And I used to call this your power path, but my clients have really liked hearing me say it's the mother funnel with funnels because it sounds like I'm getting ready to slip up. But all those funnels means nothing without a mother funnel. Your mother funnel is an organized guide that builds authority on your behalf, and it also gives opportunities to build relationships. So on that Freaky Friday path, every once in a while, there would be like a little waiting area. So if the kids needed a break, we could just step out of line a little bit, fix a costume, take a potty break, rest our legs, take off the layer, because I don't know about you, but it gets hot in October here. Like, we're really wanting it to be fall. And that's when we would find ourselves chatting with another family or even chatting with a vendor if we were stopping at their booth. And it really gave us a chance to reflect and ask ourselves, okay, are we done here? Have we had enough candy, or do we want to keep going? Do we have enough charge in our overstimulation battery to be able to keep going? And so it was a point for us to make a decision that we could leave or we could sit back and observe. And when we were ready, or if we were brave enough, we could try to re-enter and make it to the next waiting area. That's all a mother funnel is. It's simply a guide from one offer to the next offer, or in the Freaky Friday example, one vendor table to the next, until your clients have reached the final destination. And that final destination is of healing or mastering a skill or financial freedom, or however it is that you serve your audience. That mother funnel is the ultimate path that you're taking them down, including having strategically roped off areas and even having waiting areas. So what the heck does this have to do with season 4 and personality tools? Well, I want to make sure that you see the final destination of building your business strategy. Now, unboxing yourself is one thing, but unleashing your power can be quite chaotic if you don't know how to harness it. And if you don't use it efficiently to transform your business, having clear boundaries, having clear systems. So as you're learning more about yourself while we go through these different systems and tools, don't stop there. Don't lose sight of why you're here. It's not just for personal growth, but this is for your business growth. And at Unbox University, we believe that every successful business is built on a firm foundation of number 1, knowing yourself, number 2, knowing your audience, and number 3, knowing your offer. And making sure that your business strategy is aligned to all 3 of those so that you're building the business of your dreams, but you're not burning out. If you want that kind of guidance for your business strategy, be sure to join the Online Business Network for coaches and educators. You're going to get a free download on how to create your signature offer, which is the framework for aligning your mother funnel to your personality. Remember, I said at the beginning of this episode that there was one other thing that was missing from your business, and that is your personality. So without further ado, let's kick off this season 4 and explore the alternate ways to unbox yourself so you can unleash your power. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and reviewing the Unbox Your Personality podcast. To learn more about yourself, go to powercoachjen.com. Find out how you are different so you can make your difference.